Hey, I just watched Married at First Sight Australia, season 13, episode 17. Commitment ceremony time. Experts go ham. People are getting dragged left, right, and center. 2 couples leave the experiment. Let's talk about it.
Married at First Sight Australia. Kylie Minogue, Hugh Jackman, Iggy Azalea. We got singles whose dating life's been a failure. Let's meet them. We got Rachel, we got Steven, we got Elisa, David, Julia. We got Chris and Grayson, Juliet. Another Chris and Rachel, Gia. We got Becca, Rebecca, Philip and Stella, Brooke, Mella, Luke, Joel. Who else do we got? Steve. Danny and Scott. The drama's a lot, but it's love to be found. Stephane, Tyson, we holding it down. Bounce, this the recap. Grab a drink, get a savory or a sweet snack, and sit back as we unpack what happened, like back to back. Let's go, bruh.
Boom, we're back on the couches, baby. You already know the drill. The lights are bright, the experts are serious, and everybody's pretending they had a good week. The new couples, they get to sit on the couch, but it's still early days for our newbies, okay? So they're not writing stay or leave. It's like a trial week for them, all right? Okay, no matter how toxic things are going, they gots to stay, okay? All right, first up, Tyson and Stephane. And immediately the experts are like, yo, what's going on here? They bring up the masculine energy comment. They bring up the whole body count thing. They bring everything up. They're just laying into Tyson, man. And yo, he stands on business. He's like, yo, this is what I think. Because it's what he believes. You know what I'm saying? You can't wag your finger and go, hey, man, stop it. Stop it. You can't do that and expect them to go, you know what? You've made a valid point. You've opened my eyes. I am now a male feminist. Like, you know, it's not gonna happen. So no matter what the experts say, they just low-key wasting their time with our boy. He brings up his preference. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about femininity, gender roles, his standards, all of that. Stephane finally gets her moment. She's like, yeah, listen, I've been nothing but myself. I've been confident, outspoken, direct, and somehow that's being labeled as a problem, as being masculine. The experts are nodding like, yeah, Tyson, bro, this ain't it. They basically tell him what you're describing is not a partner. What you're describing is control. He's like, I just want a submissive woman, bro. That's all I want. And John's like, that's problematic, man. What you mean by that? And he's like, look, my mom stayed at home, raised the kids, held down the crib, and those are the qualities I want in a partner. And the experts are like, listen, Tyson, there's nothing wrong with wanting those qualities in a partner. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you say submissive, it's like you want someone that doesn't challenge you. And he's like, that's exactly what I want. They're like, nah, bro, a relationship's all about being challenged. It's about growth and learning from each other. And yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Some of that seems like it lands a little bit with Tyson, especially when John says it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when John's telling him, you know, what's going on. Cause Alessandro and Mel, they're also dropping amazing points. But I guess cause they're not dudes, you know what I'm saying? Tyson's like, yeah, I want to hear what John has to say. So I'm hoping that some of the pearls of wisdom that John has dispensed on him actually kind of stick and, you know, they make them have a better week. Like I said, the newbies don't have a say in whether they stay or leave, so they're both staying. Up next, we got Gia and Scott, baby. And the experts are like, so, the dinner party, okay? They asked Gia straight, do you think your behavior was fair? Gia's like, yeah, I was just telling the truth. Standing on business. And the experts are like, okay, but the delivery matters. Because exposing people is one thing, but it's the way you did it. It was messy. And what was the point of all of that? Like, for real. Scott's sitting there like, yeah, that was a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. You could tell my man's uncomfortable. I mean, he's backed her up from day one, but now you can tell he's beginning to see things from an outside perspective. And the experts clock it. They're like, Scott, are you actually okay with this? Blink twice if you need help, bro. He kind of hesitates for a bit, which low-key tells you everything. Gia's like, you know what I'm saying, no regrets and whatnot. They both decide to stay. Now, let's check in on Danny and Beck. Okay, Beck, you already know her name was gonna come up. The experts waste no time. They're like, yo, you called Joel repulsive. Please explain yourself. And Beck is like, yeah, that's how I felt. Okay. But the experts are not letting us slide. Okay. They bring up the gossip, the screenshots, the two-faced energy, the drama, all of it. And suddenly Beck, she doesn't have the same energy. She starts softening a little bit, saying she was misunderstood, saying things got taken out of context. And I'm like, hey, if you say it, you got to back it, Beck. Stand on business. Stand on your words. Don't get scared now. Danny's sitting there watching this like, yeah, I don't even know what's going on anymore. The experts ask him straight, do you trust her? And he's like, I'm trying. I'm trying. They both decide to stay. Okay. Now, let's slide over to Julia and Grayson. Post-breakup vibes. They're sitting there, man, just awkward. And Julia basically repeats what she said in the last joint. No spark, no growth, no future. Grayson is still confused, still hurt, still like, bro, I was trying. He got tears streaming down his face, man. You can tell he wanted this to work. I just want to reach through the screen and give homeboy a hug. Like, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right, man. Keep your head up, king. But yo, it be like that, man. It be like that. The experts kind of validate both sides. Like, yeah, the effort was there, but the connection wasn't. And that's that. Done and dusted. We say peace out to our boy Grayson and Julia. Next up, we got Stella and Filip. They're still doing their thing, man. They're still doing amazing. They keep growing closer, still on a high. Coming as no surprise to anybody, they both decide to stay. Next up, we got Luke and Mel. And Mel's like, listen, I've been waiting to feel something, but I'm just not feeling it. Luke finally says what we've all been thinking. He goes, look, I don't think Mel's been putting in the effort to make this work. I don't think she's tried at all. The experts are like, girl, we hooked you up with someone that would have been loyal, treated you like a princess, and you would have had your fairy tale ending, but you were just too closed off. They both decide to leave, and it's heartbreaking, man. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm low-key happy that I don't get to see Luke hanging in there while she leads him on. One of the homies actually left a comment on a previous video that they might be doing up a Bachelor type show where Luke gets to date some women and, choose a wifey. And you know what? I'm here for it because homeboy deserves so much better. Next up, we got Elisa and David. And they address the people coming for them and all that. And they're like, hey, we're still doing good. We're making moves as a couple. We're out here. They both decide to stay. Now, let's check in with Chris and Sam. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. These two are actually one of the more MVP-like couples right now. They're smiling. They're vibing. Experts are like, okay, finally, finally a couple that's on the same level as Stella and Filip. We love to see it. But we know there's a secret in the room, you know what I'm saying? And the experts can feel it. They're like, hey, is there anything you haven't told each other? Chris is sweating because we all know what he's hiding, the double baby situation. But does he say it? Nah, man. My man's like, look, yeah, there's something to tell him, but I'll tell him later. The experts are like, hey, you might want to speed that up because secrets, they don't stay hidden for long in this experiment. Sam's just sitting there like, it's all good. I trust him. Whatever he got to tell me, he'll tell me, in his own time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Next up, we got Rachel and Steven. They talk about how they're doing, growing closer and all that. They both decide to stay. Next up, Juliet and Joel. The experts ask about the wedding drama, the speeches, the teddy bear, all of it. Joel's like, yeah, I can see now that I was doing a little bit too much, but that's just who I am, bro. Juliet says, listen, I'm trying to move forward. We're doing good. They get to stay regardless because they're one of the new new couples, like they don't have a say. But I feel like even if they had to choose between leave and stay, they choose to stay. They're in a good place. That was the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give the video a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'll be back with the next joint. And until then, you take care of yourself, fam, cause I love you.